this is John and welcome to another video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about a TAG HEUER AQUARACER Calibre 5 in blue and gold. Now, this is a very nice watch that everyone loves and we're going to get into it. Stay tuned. So in this video, we're going to be doing a box opening of this beautiful TAG HEUER in 18 karat gold plated and stainless steel with a blue bezel and a blue dial. So let's go ahead and start this box opening. Now, when you receive your new tag, you're going to receive it like this in this white covering, like that. And you simply slide the cover off, and the top of the box looks just like that. And then within the box, there's the actual jewelry box that has the watch inside. And what happens is you open this flap, and that allows you to remove the jewelry box from the outer box. And inside the jewelry box, the first thing you find is a warranty card that you fill out and you send back to TAG HEUER for a 1-year warranty, or you could possibly buy an extended warranty. And then there's a pamphlet with some other watch or company information, like that. And then an owner's manual in multiple languages. Pretty easy to read. You know, it tells you how to wind the watch, how to set it, the positions, and how to use the dial and stuff like that. And one of the main things to a waterproof watch like this is that you have to have the crown tightly secure so you don't allow any kind of condensation or water inside the movement of the watch, because this is an automatic watch. There's no battery that powers the watch. And then we get to the watch itself, the jewelry box. It's a very elegant box, pretty sturdy. And then when you go ahead and open it like that, the watch is revealed. And this is what the inside of the jewelry box looks like. It's pretty nice. It has this nice pillow that the watch sits on. You have the logo name in here. It's got a nice satin finish on the inside, and the watch is presented to you like that, and it looks pretty nice. You know, standard for all watches, even Rolexes get a watch and a jewelry box like this, and a storage box like this, and perhaps, you know, a cover like that to protect the jewelry box and everything for the customer. So let's go ahead and take the watch out of the jewelry box. So there are 2 pins right here that you have to press them together. That's the safety feature. So you can't just only press one, you have to press them simultaneously, and that releases the clasp. And this is the watch. You could see it's a very elegant watch. It's a beautiful blue and gold. And there are many watches that have this combination of bracelet and watch, like that, with the gold on the inside. This is 18 karat gold plated all the way around the entire watch, where, you know, maybe a Rolex that costs $13,000 in this style of a watch would be all gold. You wouldn't have any plated gold. It would just be solid gold. A solid gold Rolex like this is about $38,000 up into the 40s and 50s and even the hundreds if you started in diamonds. You can see the sweeping hand. The crown itself. And you can see how nice it looks just sitting like that in a profile. The bow fits nicely on the wrist. So the crown is all gold plated, 18 karat gold. All the gold you see is gold plated, 18 karat gold. And then underneath the watch itself, you have an insignia right here that represents the U.S. Navy SEALs authorize this or confirm that it's worthy up to 500 feet. So now not a lot of people can dive 500 feet. You know, you would need an entire crew to be with you because you wouldn't want to be out there by yourself. It's very dangerous to go 500 feet. It's a very beautiful watch. I mean, just the color itself. It's very easy to turn. You could do it with one finger like that. Very simple. Has a nice sound to it. You don't technically oil this. You could pretty much see the date very easily just taking a glance at it. And let's see how it looks on the wrist. It has a very, very nice feel. It feels like an expensive piece of jewelry. I mean, this doesn't look cheap at all. I mean, if you were sitting, having dinner with your friends, and you know, people would look at this watch, even someone who was wearing, let's say, a Rolex or a more expensive watch than this, they would still admire this watch. This is a very nicely designed timepiece. You know, for an everyday watch, this is a perfect watch. And I would add this to any watch collection. I believe it's 5.8 ounces altogether. So actually you want a watch that you can feel on your wrist. You don't want a very, very light watch. You want to be able to feel it because it just makes it feel better. And that's how it looks. I mean, it's a very elegant watch. You can see the profile of the watch is not too bad. It's not too thick. It doesn't seem like a big bulky watch. The bow here fits perfect on my wrist. Now this watch isn't fitted for my wrist because you can see there's a lot of play in there. You don't want that. So if I did have this fitted, it would sit somehow like right there. And this would be awesome. You know, this watch would suit anybody in that kind of a price range. Now this watch retails, I think, originally for $4,700. The retail price of this watch is about $3,600 now. And you can find them pre-owned on eBay and on Amazon. A stainless steel version like this without the gold, all stainless steel, start at around $4,900 depending on what jewelry store you go to. If you buy it online, it's probably going to be less money, but you're not going to get the service that you would get in a jewelry store. You know, they would give you probably free cleanings. They would fit the watch for you. If you have any problems, you can bring it back to them, and you can even trade it back in on them, and they'll give you a good deal on the trade-in if you wanted to upgrade to a different watch. But I don't think anybody who buys this watch would pretty much sell it because I looked and they're far few in between finding these used. And for even like if somebody's sitting from a distance, they're gonna really admire this look. It's just the blue color. It's unique to any other watch I have ever seen. This is probably a patented color for a watch. It's opening, a little bit of description of the watch. It's pretty telltale that, you know, most likely people are going to use this as a everyday watch for elegant and comfort. You know, this is a diving watch, and people love diving watches. They just add a little more coolness and sport to the watch, making the owner feel a little more sporty and youthful, you know, versus a plain bezel on the watch. So I love this watch. It's a great watch, and I highly recommend it to anybody who's interested in buying a watch. But thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe. Leave a comment if you have this watch, what you think about it. If there's anything I left out, feel free to let us know what you think and what information you have. And there'll be a description below where you can find this watch. And peace out.